Hey there, how we doing? Welcome to Solana NFT Talk Tuesday. My name's Goldie, and this is just a candid weekly show where we talk about all things Solana NFTs. My plan, the little bit of an agenda that I put together is we'll take a look at my wallet on a weekly basis and then see how things are doing. We can keep track of that. I'll show you some of my favorite projects that we have here. Also, we'll move on to trends. Popular projects over the past day, week, and month. We'll see how things are going there. And then finally, we'll wrap up the show by taking a look at some popular upcoming mints that are going to be happening. So if you like these videos and you have suggestions, you have any comments, please let me know. Subscribe to my channel. A ton of work goes into this. I hope this provides some kind of value to you. But having said that, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before investing in any projects. Never be willing to put up more money than you can afford to lose. This is for entertainment purposes only, all right? So we're going to dive into it. So before we dive into the NFT section, I always want to take a look. I have Coinbase pulled up here. We're going to take a look at the price of Solana. Right now, that's the focus of the conversation today, are Solana NFTs. So right now, the price is $30, up $31.03, all right? So as we can see here, we take a look at the chart. This is the past day. So we've had a spike. It was hanging in the high 20s all morning, and then about 9:30 a.m., we saw a spike up to that 31. We had a peak at 32.38 today. All time, though, if you're new to Solana, it's kind of been a sad story, but as is the world of crypto. Look at this peak we had back in November, coming up on a year now. The price of one Solana token was $260. So we were up there. We were flying in the sky, feeling great, and things have come crashing back down. But you know what? I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe in the project, if I didn't believe in the coin and the ecosystem as a whole. So I'm here for the long haul. I absolutely love everything Solana has to offer. And I'm actually coming up on about a year now as well. So silly me, I got in at the peak of Solana and then have ridden the ride down to the $30 range. But hey, I've had a blast. I've met some really cool people, and I'm not going anywhere. So here we are. So let's get started. Like I said, as promised, let's take a look at my wallet first. Let's talk about some of the projects that I have purchased, bought into, that I like, that I've invested in, and that I enjoy being a part of. You're going to see a lot of nonsense in here. I sometimes just take random swings. I get caught up in the moment, just like, hey, why not? What the hell? Bam, grab it. So my wallet right now, currently at 92.13 Solana total. So I think I peaked at about 110, 115, somewhere in that neighborhood. So we're not down too big. Still got, a nice variety in my wallet here. So let's start talking about Alpha League Racing first. This one is one of my favorite projects, and I became a streamer with them just through the pure love and passion for the project. As you can see here, I got 10 cars. This is a racing game, so it's a play-to-earn racing game. It's a team out of Europe, throughout Europe, and they are absolutely incredible. Join their Discord. They are very informative and passionate about what they do. And they're focused on making, what makes them different, I think, is they're focused on making an incredible game first and then kind of layering the NFT on top of that. So Alpha League Racing, they have different cars. There's 4 different evolutions, and each evolution has its own unique traits. The higher the evolution, the faster the car, also the harder it is to control. And there's tournaments for each evolution as well. So it's not like you have to have, so you have to have one or the other in order to race. So Alpha League Racing, they are newish. I mean, they've been around since, I believe, January of 2021. We'll take a look at their all-time stuff here. Here we go, research. So all-time, they just finished their mint. They're a little bit of a unique project in the sense that they didn't want to mint out. So what they did was they were really holding steady at minting out. I think the number was 10,000, and they weren't getting there because obviously they're very focused on developing a really badass game, I will say. So they didn't mint out until September. So they've only been on Magic Eden since then. They've held their price You can see some fluctuations in the price, but these aren't like crazy large fluctuations. I mean, you're looking at a valley here of 0.12, but right now they have a price of 0.28, so it's also a good beginner one as well if you're looking to get into a new project. They've done 191 all-time total volume. There's only 96 listed, so under 100 listed, you could see this spike up. And when you take a look at the marketplace for them, take a look at the details and understand what kind of car you're getting. Rangers, the kind of model. They have Rangers. I forgot the names of the other ones, but they're more like SUVs. And what's cool is it's an interactive one, so you can click and see all the different angles of the car that you're getting. The Evolution's the big one, though. You want to take a look at that Evolution if you are getting an Alpha League racer. So that's where we'll start. That's that's one that I've been on since the beginning. Big fan of them. I stream for them. I need to get better at streaming the racing part of it, though. But Alpha League Racing. Let's move on. I'm going to give a big shout out to Bored Apes Solana Club as well. I have 3 of these guys. Obviously, the Bored Ape Yacht Club is the big premier NFT project on the Ethereum blockchain. This is kind of an ode to those Bored Apes on the Ethereum blockchain. I believe, and this is just my personal opinion, but I think there is a place on the Solana ecosystem for what do they call them? I'm blanking on the name here, but derivative projects. Derivative just meaning that it's not a clearly authentic original project. You know, they are derivative of a project that already exists. I think there's a space for that. You know, once Solana, let's say Solana does get back to that 260 mark or eclipses that, people are going to be flocking. You know, a crowd attracts a crowd. And you know, unless you have millions of dollars in order to purchase a Bored Ape Yacht Club in the Ethereum blockchain, I think projects like this that are strong, have a great community, great leadership. This project are always doing active, giveaways and contests and all kinds of really fun interactive things. So, Bored Ape Solana Club, I cook yawning. It's been a long day. I'm sorry. Bored Ape Solana Club, though, I think is a great project. They are a little bit, you know, I wouldn't say entry level. I'd say they're one of those mid tiers that are at a 6.35 floor price right now. As you can see, I have the 2 cowboy hat ones because as a Texan, I got to represent here, you know. So look at the research here, though. All time, they did have a major rush. This was back in May. They peaked up at 34, which is pretty exciting for them. This is a project that rugged at one point and was able to turn it around. So I love the resiliency of this one as well, and that's what makes me so bullish on them. So you can see they've held steady pretty much around where they've been. I mean, they did peak, like I said, at 34, but they did dip all the way down to a, what is that, 0.25 for a little bit too. So they've ridden the ride. They've been all over the place, but great team, strong community, and I love that one of the additions that they made was adding the Solana background. So when you have this as a PFP or, you know, wherever you're showing it, it's clear that this is not a Bored Ape Yacht Club. This is a Solana Bored Ape. So I like that little iteration that they made to the pictures as well. So Bored Ape Yacht Club, holding it at 6.35. Moving on. Let's see, I got a lot of nonsense in here, like I told you. A lot of funny, goofy, silly things. Let's see. Let's find another one that I really like here. Kalisten. Excuse me. Man, I can't stop yawning. That's embarrassing. Kalisten. This one is one that I really, really would encourage you to take a look at. I think move to earn, train to earn, whatever to earn, that's the next generation of Web3. I think Web3 is developing these technologies and then they're going to be adopted by existing technologies. So I could totally see something like STEPN, for instance, move to earn. I don't know if you're familiar with STEPN, but if you're not, you basically buy a shoe, and the more shoes you have, the more coins you earn. But at its most rudimentary level, you turn it on when you're about to go for a run or a walk, and it gives you their native token. So think about how if you have an Apple phone or an Apple Watch, it tells you that move bar as you progress through the day. you can see where they can start to reward you with these moves through crypto. And that's where I can see a lot of these projects, taking off once they start to integrate into already mass adopted technologies. So it's just basically which one is going to take off. Kalisten, I have had great experience with their team. They're incredibly responsive and they're excited about their project. There's no reason they shouldn't be. They have a working app. You can train to earn. Sorry, tongue tied right now. And there's different projects that they have going on within the Kalisten umbrella. Some are revealed, some aren't. You train to earn to reveal them. And obviously the ones that are revealed have revealed traits, so they're going to be a little bit more expensive. But with the price being what it is right now, you definitely get a bang for your buck once you get a Kalisten gainer. So the Kalisten gainer is required in order to do the move to earn, the train to earn, just like you have to own a shoe in Steppen in order to move to earn. So that's a great project, the Kalisten. Now the Kalisten early adopters, this is a card. This one basically boosts a lot of your stuff if you are participating in the train to earn. Definitely educate yourself on that project if you're somebody who works out quite a bit, because hey, you don't have to do anything extra. You're already doing the working out. Might as well tag along on that crypto ride here and enjoy it. So let's move on here. Reptilian Renegade. Man, this one, I have zero involvement in it. I just bought one of these when they first came out. I bought this guy, and unfortunately, it rugged. But what a ride it was. I'm going to show you how quick it took off. So if we go all time on these guys, it immediately went to a 36 floor price. I bought mine for I think 6 or 7 when I first got it, and it was really, should have trusted my instincts. One of the things that I'm learning with NFTs is you can't become emotionally attached. If you're in it to make money, unless, like I said, with Alpha League Racing, I'm invested in them. I like them. I stream for them. With the Lizards, I was like, hey, this one could, take off and make me money. Should have sold. Obviously, hindsight's 2020, but they're back. They have a strong community, and the resiliency with them is something that really I like to see too. So just figured, I'm not going to go into much detail about them anymore, but 3.73 floor price is cool for a project that rugged and came back. Netrunner. Netrunner is one that I really like because it is supposed to be a project that does your taxes for you at the end of the year. So what the promise is you connect your NFT wallet to Netrunner, and it'll basically take all the transactions that you've done and allocate it the correct way for your tax season. I believe it's not in all countries. United States, Great Britain, I think Australia. Either way, this is one that I hope the project does come to fruition, because I would find that very helpful at the end of the year. I don't want to be caught in some bizarre, not that I have tons and tons of money, you know what I mean, but just anything that can be helpful with this kind of stuff at the end of the year would be great. So Netrunner, fingers crossed that comes to fruition. Night Racers. This was literally the first project that I ever bought. So I have a special place in my heart, just talking about, not getting too emotionally invested in certain projects. This was never a project that I was just like, this is going to take me to the moon, this is going to make me rich. A great team with humble beginnings. It's not a very large project in terms of the size of the community or the group behind it, but these guys are just advocates of Solana and the NFT space as a whole, and I think the cards are kind of cool looking as well. There's not crazy fancy art. It's not this like 3D or over the top, hitting you with wild stuff here. I just really like them, and I actually had one of the founder of Night Racers on my podcast and talked to him, so got to know him, and really love that how well they're doing. So 0.25 floor price right now with those guys. Another great entry-level project if you're looking to get into it. You can see I mentioned about derivative projects before. OK Cubs. I'm always looking for these derivative projects to just kind of sweep the floor with, grab a bunch of them, and just hold on to them. See if anything comes to fruition. It's a loss I'm willing to take. What are you talking, $20, $30? Who cares, right? for the upside, the possibility of an upside, I don't really care about that. Here's another great beginner project for you if you're interested in getting into NFT projects. This is the Pixel Pups pack. You can see I have 9 of these bad boys. I do need to get another one. Maybe I'll buy one live on the show here. You know what? Let's buy one. You know what? I don't have enough USB ports, so I can't. But hey, I'll get one. I consider myself an ambassador for these guys as well. I absolutely love the idea behind this project. What they do is they take the royalties and they distribute it amongst animal shelters around the world. So it's a great cause. I think the art is pretty cool. It's cute and it's silly. Very low floor price, and you can see it's a 0.15 floor price. 62 of them are listed. So again, under 100 of them, and just a great down-to-earth founder of this project, and really in it for the right reasons. So Pixel Pups pack, take a look at those. This is definitely something that is great for an entry-level Solana NFTer. Let's go forward. I wanted to show you 1 or 2 more here. The Shredded Apes. These guys are, in my opinion, this is the one that could go to the moon. And the reason I say that is because these guys have a ton going on. They really do. There's a lot of utility to this project. I think there's a huge opportunity in the fitness and health space. No one's really grabbed it, aside from, I'd say, Steppen. No one's really grabbed it by the horns. And this is different than Steppen. This isn't a train to earn, move to earn kind of project. So I'll show you here. The floor price of these guys is 3.9, so definitely still affordable. They've been up to around 10, their floor price before. So obviously, well, maybe not obviously if you're listening to the podcast, but these are just basically jacked apes, right? Well, you're buying it for more than just the PFP, although I did want to show you. Let's go back to mine. I want to show you what mine look like. The last one I bought because I think it looks like me. This guy, not as jacked. Obviously, I'm not a jacked dude, but got the beard. You know, he's got a U.S. shirt on, USA, baby. You can see the flag in my background here. So I identified with my Shredded Ape Gym Club number 269. But what's cool about this is you can stake these guys, and you can earn, it's called Way. That's the token within the game, or within the project. And you can use that Way to redeem things on their website. I'm going to show you what that website looks like here. It's an incredible idea, and I think that this really has the opportunity to take off. So if we take a look at the store, here we go. Look at all the different stuff that they have. So this is their new pride and joy right now. It's called Get Depumped. It's a collaboration with the D-Gods, Become a Shredded God, with the all-new Shredded Apes and D-Gods Depumped pre-workout. So when you click on the buy now, not only when you buy it with the, if you have an NFT, you get a discount. So it's $40 if you have, you know, if you're just buying it, but it's $23.97 if you have the NFT. And if you're staking it, you can use your Way to convert it to purchase this as well. So you can basically get it for free, put it to work for you. I really love it. So they have the products. You can see with the dragons here, they're collabing with them. The Catalina Way. Again, I've mentioned this. Basically, I've put a halt to the movers and mints daily. I think I'm going to stick to the weekly show like this. I think there's a little bit more benefit in a weekly show here. But I always say I love projects that collaborate with other projects. Some projects seem to think that the NFT game is a mutually exclusive endeavor, and it just simply is not. Solana NFTs are going to be successful because everyone is working together, bouncing ideas, sharing best practices together, and there's just an infinite number of niches that you can find that work for your specific project. So I love this idea of them working Shredded Apes with Astrals. By the way, side note, I have to tell you a bit of breaking news recently, which is pretty cool. Astrals, if you're unaware, is a project that is founded by Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Attack. Well, I live in Frisco, Texas, and he actually just joined my gym in Frisco, Texas. A couple of my friends that work out at that gym sent me pictures of him there. So really cool. And guess what? I have an in when I go talk to him. I'm going to talk to him about Astros. I had one, I sold it. Maybe I'll have to buy another one so I can have a talking point when I see him at my gym, hopefully. So I'm probably going to be spending a lot more time at the gym more often now, trying to run into him. If you thought that was impossible, I'm going to show you it's not. But they have CBD gels, pre-workout, this 8-week shred camp transformation. This is real utility, man. You can actually work with a trainer that's on staff with Shredded Apes, and they track your progress. They give you everything, all the tools that you need to succeed in terms of your unique fitness goals. And this is just real value that an NFT project brings. So the Shredded Apes is really a project that I am incredibly excited about. I wear these socks all the time. I wear the black ones. I wear them all over the place. This towel I wear in my back when I work out. I have the mixer. I definitely got to get this tracksuit here. That's pretty dope. But yeah, it's an incredible project. So Shredded Apes, check that out. This is really one of my pride and joy projects that I own. I really love the Shredded Apes. I think they're on a collision course with the moon. And let's see, we're getting down to the end of my NFTs here. Solana Squirrels. I have to tell you, Solana Squirrels, it's just the most wholesome project I think there is on the market, and the founder, the artist, is just absolutely she's an incredible individual. I've never even met her, but I've just had interactions with her. I'm assuming it's her. It's Virginia Hawks on Twitter. Shoot her a follow, but just an incredible artist, and she's done a lot of stuff. And this project's been around for over a year now. So I keep buying these squirrels because I want to support her in her endeavors. And I don't know if you can see it or not. You probably can't, but I'm going to see if I can hold it up to the camera here. I got a squirrel. I got one of these squirrels. I got this little McDonald's squirrel as my background on my watch. So that just goes to show you how much I love this project. Wholesome, just a great beginner project to get into if you're interested in getting into Solana NFTs. And I mean, we can take a look at the floor price right here. It's a 1.039 floor price. So you're talking $30 to grab one of these guys and hop into the community. And you know what? I'm gonna grab this guy. I love this guy rocking the shades. I was thinking about being that for Halloween coming up here. I thought that'd be funny, but there's plenty of great ones on the market. And go support, my opinion, go support smaller projects like this out there. She's working her tail off, pun intended there, and really is genuine in her approach to putting out a project. So Solana Squirrels, check them out. Grab one if you're interested. Join the club. Be a part. Let me know if you grab one if you do. And the last project, I guess maybe second last project I wanted to show you here. The SolPunks. I mentioned it previously. I think there is a place in the Solana NFT space for derivative projects. The SolPunks are basically very similar in my eyes to the Bored Ape Solana Club that we talked about. Reason being is SolPunks is a derivative of the CryptoPunks on the Ethereum NFT blockchain. And with the SolPunks here, we actually have some history with these guys. SolPunks were the first Solana NFT project to mint to completion. So this is a piece of history here. They have an incredibly strong community led by some really intelligent individuals who have their finger on the pulse of the Solana NFT space. A 4 floor price right now, in my opinion, it's incredibly undervalued. There's great alpha in their Discord on a daily basis. They're always doing contests and giveaways. And you can look, let's take a look at their all-time value. There was a spike back in May. They got up to a 12.19 floor price, but they haven't been, you can see they're down a little bit, but no crazy, massive fades or anything like that. So I think they're here to stay. This is an historic Solana NFT project, and for 4 Solana right now, with Solana being the price that it is, I think it's a great buy. I think it's great value. I got 2 right now, and I am looking to add more soon for sure. And the last one I wanted to show you guys is Super Racer. Super Racer, talk about undervalued. I only have one right now. I need to grab more, but this is a Solana NFT play-to-earn racing game. Has incredible graphics. Let's head over to the website real quick. They were in the process of, for a while, you were playing. You had to, in order to play the game, you had to download the game. Well, that's changed. It's now web-based, which is awesome. So when you click play now, it should bring it right to the game here on their website. So it's really cool. I'm not sure if it's going to let me play. If you got to connect your wallet, I think anyone can play. So we'll wait while this loads. Oh, that was quick. Did it load? Are we good? Here we go. So it's loading, but why talk about it? We'll play as a guest. Play as a guest here. We'll play the demo. So if you're just listening to the podcast, I apologize. I try to keep it talking, keep it interesting for you as I play the game here. But if you are just listening to the podcast, it may be worth it to go ahead and check this out. So you have weekly missions, you have tournaments, and I'm not even sure what race nights are. I haven't really been too in touch with it. But let's go to the garage. Let's pick a car. Let's just pick demo. Bam. Okay. So demo. Here we go. We're gonna play. All right. But when I look for projects, now that Solana is, I'm not gonna say. Well, I'll say it. Established. It's not like they have a long history. But when I look at projects, I always look for projects that have somewhat of a history. Because I've experienced in my year in this stuff that they come and go pretty darn quick. So this project's been around for a bit now, and they have done a lot of work in development, and they've grown quite a bit in the little time that they've been around. So you can look at the graphics here. I think these are legitimate graphics. I think it looks great. So this is what the game looks like. So as you can see, I'm racing here. We're moving along here. I'm not going to do the whole course. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a tidbit of what the actual game looks like there. So Super Racer, right now at a 0.75 floor price, in my opinion, incredibly underrated. There's only 14 of them listed too. So this could just take off. I mean, you want to talk thin floor, 0.75 floor price, 0.95, 0.99, then 1.6, 1.6. So that goes up pretty darn quick. So if you're interested in this one, hop in. The sky's the limit with these guys, at least in my opinion. So that's going to wrap it up for the taking a look into my personal projects that I really enjoy, part of the show. Let's switch gears. Let's take a look at the trends here. Look at some insights on Magic Eden, at some statistics. So I'm going to go, let's do this. We're going to go down the list, starting the most popular projects over the last 30 days. We'll go right down the list here. So 30 days, 7 days, 24 hours, 6 hours, and 1 hour. Okay? So the past 30 days, we have So Dead coming in at number 5, 79.6 thousand Solana. That's a 359% increase month over month. ABC coming in at number 4, 557,000.3 total volume. The past 30 days, they've done 157,000.9. 157.9 thousand. That's the right way to say it. You idiot. Critters Cult coming in at number 3 over the past month, 192.5 thousand Solana. And then number 2 and number 1, no surprise. Number 2, the D Gods, 222.7 thousand. And Utes Mint Tubes. Utes Mint Tubes is a branch off of the D Gods. It's a whole part of that ecosystem. So I haven't seen it yet. It hasn't happened yet. The tubes right now is literally just a tube. We're waiting on the big reveal that should be coming soon. At least I think. Not 100% positive, but people are getting ready for that. So those are the top 5 in the past 30 days. I'm sorry. ABC is a really interesting one. It's been fun to watch their meteoric rise to relevance. They've settled down a little bit. They're at a 20. My dog's freaking out. Give me 1 second. Man, come on, buddy. Sorry, guys, my dog was freaking out. I had to go let him out. So they had a meteoric rise on, just made a giant splash onto the scene once they came on, and they're really holding steady at the 24.34 price right now. But let's take a look at their all-time here. They started August 22nd. They minted for a 1.234 price. It was a little bit of like a stealth mint. There's a lot of important big name builders behind the project. They're creating a lot of really interesting tools for Web3, and right away just took off, exploded to 71.62 back on September 7th. Ever since then, has been on a slow decline, but as you can see, since about October 12th, so about 2 weeks now, been holding steady around that low 23, 24 floor price. So you're not buying it for the art. The art is kind of ironic. Looks like a child has done it. But it's just a really interesting project to follow along and see where it's going. So those are your top 5 over the past 30 days. Let's take a look in the past week. In the past week, couple, just 2 new names here. ABC coming in at number 5 in the past week, 16.1 thousand, 7-day volume. Then we have Meta Tattoo Club. This one is not one I am aware of. 19.2 thousand. They don't have any 7-day comparative information, so obviously that would mean that it's a new one. Alongside monthly tattoo giveaways of a lifetime, Meta Tattoo Club will be expanding their tattoo shops worldwide, where holders will receive exclusive benefits. In addition, MTC is introducing their native token ink, which you can earn in their game Drink the Ink. The community will be able to accumulate and use ink in a variety of different IRL and Web3 utilities. Well, that is pretty darn cool. I like that. Wow, I can see. Oh, okay. So as soon as I saw the art, that makes sense, because I follow Magic Eden on Instagram, and they mentioned that someone had flipped one of these for a lot of money, and I was like, man, that looks like a D-God kind of, but it's not. But now it makes sense. Wow. All right, Meta Tattoo Club, I got my eye on you. That's a great idea, and that's what I love about the idea of Web3 and the possibilities that exist in front of us. Is the possibilities are endless. They're infinite for how you can utilize, these NFTs in the real world. So tattoos coming into the game with this one, coming in strong. Cool to see. Meta Tattoo Club. Got my eye on you, man. That's cool. All right, number 3 is Lunar, 28.8 thousand in the past week. Not really familiar with Lunar either. It looks kind of goofy. Redefine your Web3 identity. Match your spirit and find like-minded people through Element, Lunar, Zodiac, and Horoscope. Produced by the Open DAO, art by Zigger. That's a pretty detailed art. Pretty dope. Silly, goofy, kind of claymation, 3D. Not claymation. I don't know what you'd call it. I guess just 3D art. I like it. It's cool. It would make for a great PFP if these things were to take off. Even if they don't, just a cool PFP. Wow, I like these. I wish I just had money to blow on stuff, because I would just buy these. I think these are cool looking. A 5.394 price right now. Let's look at the all-time here in the research. They gotta be new. Yeah, they launched October 18th. Yeah, so they've had a pretty successful first couple weeks here. So good for them. Very cool to see, Lunar. All right, congrats to you. Number 3 in the past week in terms of volume. And then number 2 and number 1, the D-Gods and Utes. So we're not going to beat a dead horse there. We know that they are the top dogs. Let's go to the past day. Past movers in the past 24 hours. Nothing really new here. Lunar, past 24 hours. OK Bears enters the chat, as the kids say. 4.2 thousand in the past 24 hours. OK Bears, man. This is everyone's got the love, the one that got away, right? Well, this is my one that got away in the NFT space. I remember when they minted. I was there on Magic Eden on the launch pad, clicking, and it sold out. I got botted out of it. I wasn't able to get in. I had the money in my wallet. I was just doing everything I could possibly do to get one of these things. Fortunately, I wasn't able to, and The rest is history. 2.2 million all time in total volume. Just absolutely incredible stuff there. That's just wild. I think the D-Gods are only at like what, not only, but they're 1.4 million. So just goes to show you how hot these guys were. Let's see their peak floor price. I mean, out the gates, you're looking at, oh my God, they were up to a 229 floor price. So, you know, you look at that floor price now and go, wow, 44 price, that's impressive. Well, they were up there. They were up there, but they're not going anywhere. They have an incredibly strong community. I just, for some reason, the art just hits me. I don't know why. I really want one of these. These and Cats on Crack. Those are the two projects they really, really want to own someday. So if anyone's feeling generous out there and appreciates the work that I do, send it my way. I'd appreciate it. I don't care. I'm shilling. I don't care. Okay, so the OK Bears enter the chat in the top 5 past 24 hours. Then we got Meta Tattoo Club number 3, D-Gods number 2, and Utes number 1. Let's move on to the past 6 hours. I think these are always interesting to see what's spiking, what's hitting. So, wow, you know what? It's all the same players except for one. So we got Lunar, number 5, 954.39 Solana in 6 hours. They're banging. Soul City, Generation 2. These guys, it's the second generation of Soul City donkeys. Offers all owners exclusive access to a new series of free poker tournaments. There you go. As well as free tuition to the renowned Soul City Poker Academy. Owning a donkey will allow you to stake your NFT to earn hay. Those tokens can be used for access to professional poker coaching, free tournaments, and NFT token prizes. Wow. So that's a lot of utility for that. Great bang for your buck there. I really like that idea. That's really cool. So Soul City Gen 2. Sneaky coming up there in the past 6 hours. Number 4, I like that. D-Gods, again, coming in at number 3. Utes, number 2. OK Bears, number 1. So we saw them enter in the past 24 hours. So it looks like they're becoming very hot of late. 2.4 thousand Solana in the past 6 hours. Wow. Let's move on to the past hour. This is where it sometimes gets a little crazy. Let's see what's going on. Here we go. So Utes is number 5. ABC's number 4. Solana Monkey Business. Well, I guess it's not too crazy because this is an O to the G Solana NFT project. A 159 floor price, 1.2 million all time. So honestly, 1 or 2 of these sell in an hour and you make yourself on the top 5 there. So not big there. Dead King Society. What is this all about? I am thoroughly confused. So Dead King Society is a group dedicated to expanding Web3 and leading innovation through development, art, community, and experience. I've never heard of these guys. September 4th, it looks like they came into the world, and right out the gates, a 666 floor price. This is outrageous. I have no idea what's going on with this project. This can't be right. Their floor price right now is 7,777 Solana, and there's only one listed, and obviously that is for 7,777 Solana. So I have no idea what's going on with them. That is pretty friggin' wild, though. I say if that's true, but I mean, I'm looking at it right here, so I don't know. Man, Dead King Society, good on you. Woo. All right, and then rounding out the top projects in the past hour, the Utes Mint Tubes. So that's going to put a bow on it for the second portion of our show where we review the analytics of the NFT world over the past month, week, day, 6 hours, and hour. Just kind of hop on these trends. And if you're just listening to the show or you're watching this, you can skip around. All the timestamps are in the description below, and you can take a look at these projects for yourselves. I'll have the links for everything we're talking about in the description below. I make it easy for you. All right. So lastly, the last part I wanted to cover here today, let's look ahead. We've looked at my stuff. we've looked backwards. Now let's look forwards. And that's going to be in the marketplace. I go to the drop calendar. This is where I like to do my research. So I go to the drop calendar because in Magic Eden, in order to upvote a project, you need to log in using your wallet. So you can't really bot the system. So I go to the upvotes, I filter, and then I kind of just work backwards from there. So since I'm kind of doing a hard reset on everything that we're talking about in terms of movers and mints type stuff, I'm not doing the daily show anymore. I want to bring more value and be a little bit more, I guess you would say, I don't know what you'd say. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. We'll start back at the beginning. So Degen Queue, I never did an actual movers and mints on this one because I'm not really sure if this is something that I trust all that much. But it hasn't gone away. It has 9,907 upvotes, which is outrageous. If you look at the description, all it says is free mint and you get 1 APT. You go to the website and you can get whitelisted if you want. That's the only thing that you can click on the website. You log in with your Discord. I'm not going to do that. If you look at their Twitter, all it says the same thing. Free mint, you get 1 APT. That's going to be their token. There's 1,500 of them. The date's October 30th. Make money and fun. I don't know, man. There's not much to really talk about with these guys, yet they seem to have a ginormous following. So Degen Queue, number 1 on the drop calendar, most popular upcoming mints. So take a look if you want. Links below. Let's take a look at Neckless Neighbors. That's going to be the second upcoming mint. Neckless Neighbors has 9,336 upvotes in an odd little neighborhood. A bunch of cool and odd misfits are trying to make it in the hood. They're all different. They also have one thing in common. They're all trying to find their place in the world. Their neighborhood is always bustling with high school kids. They're always looking for trouble and never afraid to take risks. Take a look at their website here. Let's see what's going on here. As you'd expect, they don't have necks. I guess the name makes sense. And they kind of remind me of sea monkeys. I don't know how old you are if you're listening. I'm an old man, so I remember the days of getting sea monkeys. And this is what it looked like kind of on the package, I would say. They got a lot going on here. Here's the roadmap. So lower website, social media, sneak peek, team, redoxed. Looks like there's going to be game development, game tutorials, marketing, partnership announcements, light paper, project, DAO collaborations, mint, coming up on that mid post-launch, raffles, challenges, events, and then token marketplace, auction house, high-end apparel, streetwear. Okay, I see you. So that's pretty cool. Here's the story about them. So there seems to be a lot of hype about him. Here's all the team. 8 people on the team. That's I'm not going to say a ton. That's pretty average, I would say, to have a successful team. You got a lot of founders there, digital artists, lead artists, project manager, brand manager. So Neckless Neighbors coming in at number 2 on the popular upcoming mints and on Magic Eden. Let's do one more. Let's do one more upcoming mint. By the way, Degen Queue looks like it's going to be minting October 28th, 19 UTC. And Neckless Neighbors going to be minting October 29th, 19 UTC. Last one we're going to take a look at is the Subgrounds. So made for its adepts, the Subgrounds is a community-centric Web3 brand on Solana, fueled by a passionate community of degens who embrace the subculture and powered by mutable NFT technologies. The Subgrounds introduce innovative utilities to provide value to its adepts and spread the subculture together. From the depths, we rise. 7,052 upvotes. November 5th, they will be minting, and it looks like a time of 21 UTC. Let's hit their website, see what's going on here. Totally getting OK Bears vibes from this webpage here. Looks like we got D-Gods doing some illegal substances in the corner here. We have a lot of references to different NFT projects. Looks like we got Will Smith slapping Chris Rock here in the middle for some reason. Got some cats on crack. Got apes all over that. Where's a lock? Okay, bears. We got everything in here. Their manifesto. I'm not going to read all this, but you can take a look on your own if you're interested in this project. Level 77. Not sure what this is, but not going to dive into it too much here. But here's their team. Here we go. 6 of them. We got 6 of them in there. Like I said, 6, 10, 8. Typical for a project to have, success, at least in my opinion. You don't want too many cooks in the kitchen. Also, you don't want one guy doing it all themselves. So, the Subgrounds looks like a cool project. A lot of support, 7,052 upvotes. And that's going to be the last one we talk about on the upcoming mint section of the show, which brings me to the conclusion of the show. That's going to do it. That's going to wrap it up. So, thanks for watching and listening, if you're listening to the show on a podcast. My name's Goldie. I do a lot of different stuff. I basically try to focus on 3 things on the YouTube experience. Solana NFTs, fitness stuff, and Super Mario on the Nintendo Switch. So those, if any of those things interest you, hop into my Discord. I've created channels for all this stuff. I want to be kind of like a hub for people to meet, interact with each other, be a positive space, maybe throw a little alpha around. Who knows? We'll see what this evolves to. But the link for my Discord is below, so check it out. Hop in, introduce yourself, say hello. I'm trying to get that thing going. Follow me on my social media channels. I put a lot of work into this stuff on a daily basis. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm going to duck out. So my name's Goldie. I'm in Frisco, Texas. And I got a question for you. When mint? When moon? When Lambo? We'll see you soon. Next Tuesday for another Solana NFT Talk Tuesday. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your night.